Ever wondered what happens to your universal credit if you decide to travel or move abroad? Stay tuned as we explore this important topic in today's video. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or experiences to share about universal credit and travel. Your engagement helps us keep producing helpful content just like this. In this video, we are going to break down everything you need to know about universal credit when you're planning to go abroad. Whether it's a short holiday or a longer-term move, understanding how your benefits are affected is crucial. We'll look at the rules that govern universal credit eligibility while outside the UK, including how long you can be abroad without affecting your benefits. This is vital information for anyone considering travel. Finally, we'll discuss what steps you need to take before you travel and the potential impacts on your universal credit if your circumstances change while you are abroad. It's important to be prepared and informed to manage your benefits effectively. Now let's dive into the specifics of universal credit when going abroad. Universal credit is a payment to help with your living costs. It's paid monthly or twice a month for some people in Scotland. You might be wondering, can I still receive universal credit if I leave the UK? The answer is, it depends on the duration and reason for your absence. Generally, if you are abroad for less than 1 month, your universal credit can continue as usual. However, if your trip extends beyond 1 month, the rules become more complex. For temporary absences longer than 1 month but less than 6 months, universal credit may still be paid if the absence is for certain reasons like the death of a close relative or for medical treatment. It is crucial to notify the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, before you go abroad. Failure to do so can result in suspension or cancellation of your benefits. Always inform the DWP about the dates and reasons for your travel. For those considering moving abroad permanently, it's a different scenario. Universal credit will generally stop the day after you leave the UK. There are no provisions for receiving universal credit while living permanently outside the UK. What about if you are working while abroad? If you are sent by your employer to work in another country but remain under a UK-based contract, you might still be eligible for universal credit. However, this situation is quite rare and specific criteria must be met. Remember, any change in circumstances, including moving or travelling abroad, must be reported to the DWP as soon as possible. This ensures that your benefit payments are accurate and prevents overpayments which you would need to repay. Planning is key when thinking about going abroad. Consider how your travel plans might affect your universal credit. Make inquiries and provide necessary documentation to the DWP well in advance. For those travelling to the European Economic Area, EEAEA, or Switzerland, the rules might differ slightly depending on agreements between the UK and those countries. Always check the latest guidance as Brexit has changed many rules regarding UK benefits abroad. It's also wise to consider health insurance. While abroad, you won't have the same access to healthcare under the NH. Ensuring you have appropriate health coverage during your time outside the UK is essential. In summary, going abroad can affect your universal credit in various ways depending on the length and purpose of your trip. Always communicate with the DAWP and plan ahead to ensure that your benefits are managed correctly during your time outside the UK. Stay tuned for part 2 of our discussion, where we will delve deeper into personal experiences and tips from those who have navigated their universal credit while traveling or moving abroad. Your comments and questions are welcome as they help enrich our discussion. In this part of the video, we will explore the steps you should take if you're receiving universal credit and are planning to go abroad. This will help you manage your benefits effectively without running into issues with the DWP. The first step is to inform the DWP about your travel plans. You must provide details such as the destination, purpose, and duration of your trip. This information is crucial as it determines whether your universal credit payments will continue during your absence. Secondly, understand the duration limits. For most cases, you can be abroad for up to 1 month without your universal credit being affected. However, for specific reasons like medical treatment or bereavement, this can extend up to 6 months with prior approval. Thirdly, gather and submit any required documentation that supports the reason for your travel. This could include medical certificates, death certificates, or employment documents. Accurate documentation can prevent misunderstandings or disruptions in your benefits. Another important step is to check how your work allowance will be affected if you are working while abroad. If your employer in the UK sends you abroad temporarily, your work allowance might not be impacted, but you must verify this with the DWP. If you plan to leave the UK permanently, you need to report this change immediately. Universal credit is not available to those who move abroad permanently, and failing to report this can lead to overpayments and subsequent debts. For those travelling to the EEA or Switzerland, make sure to check the latest agreements post-Brexit. These locations have specific rules regarding UK benefits, including universal credit, which may differ from other international travel rules. Consider your healthcare options. While abroad, you won't be covered by the NHS in the same way you are in the UK. Look into health insurance options that cover your health needs while you are outside the UK. This is crucial for avoiding large medical bills in case of illness or injury. Finally, upon your return to the UK, make sure to update the DWP with any changes in your circumstances that occurred while you were abroad. This update is essential to ensure that your universal credit payments are accurate and reflect your current situation. Before we move on to the rest of the video, if you are finding this helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment, as it really helps this video reach a wider audience. Here is a case study related to universal credit if you go abroad. Sarah, a universal credit recipient from Manchester, planned a 3-month educational trip to Spain as part of her university course. Before leaving, she contacted the DWP to discuss her situation. By providing her course details and the exact dates of her stay, she was able to secure approval for her benefit continuation due to the educational nature of her trip. Sarah made sure to keep all documentation and communications with her university and the DWP. On her return to the UK, she promptly updated her circumstances with the DWP, providing evidence of her return and continuation of her studies in Manchester. This proactive approach helped Sarah manage her universal credit effectively, avoiding overpayments and ensuring her financial stability remained intact during her academic pursuit abroad. If you plan to travel or move abroad while on universal credit, it's crucial to take proactive steps. First, always communicate with the DWP about your travel plans. Provide them with all necessary details to assess your situation correctly. This is the most effective way to ensure your benefits are handled correctly. Additionally, keep all related documents organized. Whether it's proof of the reason for your travel or documentation when you return, having everything in order can streamline the process and prevent potential issues with your universal credit claims. This organized approach can save you from unnecessary stress and financial discrepancies. If you found this video useful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate your support, and your engagement helps us bring more useful content to you. Remember, staying informed and prepared is your best tool when dealing with universal credit abroad. Thank you for watching.